Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome to all the My Jesus TV viewers. We are here. You may wonder where I am standing right now. That is right. I'm standing right next to the pyramid. As you can see at my back of myself, this is the pyramid. This is the first pyramid you see when we come at the entrance. So amazing. The weather is so hot. We are here with our crew. So we are just standing right next to the pyramid. So let me be the first person to touch it. Yes. So this is the pyramid. So it's been built very long time ago. As we can see, Moses was here. Even Jesus was here, according to the record. So that's pretty good. I'm going on top of the stairs to the pyramid. My legs are still hurting a little bit from this trip to Egypt. But yeah, so let's go on top of the pyramid as far as I can go, and we will see from the top how far we can get there. So there's still people at the back, as you can see, they're still coming all the way from all over the place. I'm just going to push the people. Sorry. So I guess this is the far we can go. So I'm standing here. So as you can see, the pyramid is right there. And I'm standing with my sister.
Jesus. C'est quoi?
Look at this place. Look at this place. This is so great and a bit tiring. You need to be very healthy to climb the stairs. Right, you can see at the back of me there's more stairs, but this gate is closed, so we can't really go upstairs, I guess. So you can see the top of the pyramid. So this is the first pyramid you can see when we get through the entrance. So as we finally reached our destination, so I'm going to show you. It's right up behind me. You can see the pyramid align one another. Hello My Jesus TV viewers, it's so nice to be here once again. I'm here in front of the pyramids. As you can see, yes, I changed my getup. As you can see, I'm dressed like Egyptians. So this is how they dress when they come to these nice places. It's so hot, so nice as well at the same time. So if you want to come here, just strongly recommend to come and see this wonderful place. When you stand here, you can see all the 9 pyramids at the back of me. It's so amazing, just traveling on the camel. It's a very wonderful experience. இயேசு கிறிஸ்துவின் நாமத்தில் உங்கள் அனைவரையும் நான் மீண்டும் சந்திக்கிறதில் மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். மை ஜீசஸ் தொலைக்காட்சி மூலம் நாங்கள் இஸ்ரேல் டூருக்கு நாங்கள் வந்திருக்கோம். இப்போ நாங்கள் நிற்கிற இடம் வந்து எஜிப்தில் நாங்கள் வந்து பார்க்குற இடம் என்னென்னா, இந்த இடம் வந்து ஒரு முக்கியமான இடம். திஸ் பிளேஸ் ஐ ரியலி லவ் இட் ஜஸ்ட் பிகாஸ் நீங்கள் எனக்கு பின்னால் பார்க்குறது வந்து இயேசு கிறிஸ்துவோட கதைகள், பைபிள் நடந்த ஸ்டோரிகள் எல்லாத்தையும் ஆர்ட்டாக வரைஞ்சிருக்காங்க. பட் அது மாத்திரம் ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் இல்லை, இவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிற அந்த மெட்டீரியல் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஏன்னா அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிற பேப்பர் வந்து அதை எப்படி செய்கிறாங்க, அதில் எப்படி கீறுறாங்கன்றது தான் நாங்கள் இன்றைக்கி பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஆனால் பார்க்குறதுல முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் இல்லை, அந்த மெட்டீரியல் வந்து வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ண அந்த பேப்பர் இருக்குது தானே, நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, பைபிளில் வாசிச்சிருப்பீங்க. மோசே பேபியாக இருக்கும்போது, அந்த குழந்தை மோசையை அவங்க அனுப்பும்போது அவங்க செய்யப்பட்ட அந்த தொட்டில் என்ன மெட்டீரியல் அவங்க செய்திருக்கிறாங்களோ அதே மெட்டீரியல் தான் இப்போவும் அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணி இங்கே பின்னுக்கு பார்க்குற ஒவ்வொரு படங்களையும் அவங்க வரைஞ்சிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இங்கே வேலை செய்கிற ஒரு லேடி வந்து எங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண போகிற அந்த மெட்டீரியல் எப்படி செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கு, அது எப்படி நீங்கள் இப்போ எனக்கு பின்னால் பார்க்குற அந்த மெட்டீரியல் எப்படி இது ஃபைனல் பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு வந்ததுன்றதை நாங்கள் இப்போ பார்க்க போகிறோம். லெட்ஸ் கோ.
Made the first paper in the whole world out of this plant, papyrus plant. But first you should know the papyrus was a holly in ancient time. For this reason, the stem of the plant looks like a pyramid, which symbol of eternity. Okay? To make a paper, we should cut the stem according the size we need. For example, if we need this size, we cut it here. If we need it smaller, we cut it shorter. This size, for example. First, we remove the outer green part, like this way. Very, very easy. You love cooking? You love cooking? You love eating? Yes, only eating.
Eating, not all of
This size, this part is very strong and flexible. Try. You see it? Very, very strong. Oh, so the ancient, this is very strong. So the ancient Egyptian people used it to make many things, like rope, baskets, sandals, mats, ancient roofs, especially baby Moses baskets. Okay? This part. The inside part is the most important part because we use it to make this paper here. So we cut it into thin slices like that. All of these we cut it into slice. This part is very breakable because it contains fiber, water and sugar inside it. So we need to hammer it. This. Do you see water coming out? Like that. Okay. After that we'll use the rolling pan like chapati. And pizza. Are you hungry?
Just
Small water coming out. 1 week later, we get the slices in vertical and horizontal ways. Vertical and horizontal, weaving to make it stick together without any chemicals or any glue. That's because of sugar inside it. Okay? Another piece and press it for another 1 week. In ancient times, they didn't have any machines. They used big stone or big rock. I proved that to you after a few minutes when I open it back to see what happened. 1 week later, get first paper in the mold. Strong one, flexible. You can roll it very, very easy, like that. I need to tell you something very, very important too. Here in Egypt, we have two kinds of paper. You know that? He told you? Original and fake one. Do you know the difference? Do you want to know?
Fake one is broken quickly.
Yes, and another material too, not papyrus. They use banana leaves. So the bit between the slices, glue, chemicals to make it sticky. Original paper, you can cut it or tear it very, very easy. The most amazing thing you can see and never see it again, it's waterproof paper. You can wash it as you wash your own clothes, nothing happens. See it? Squeeze it, and use it again, nothing happens. So strong. To make it straight again, just press it. The easiest way can use iron. Touch it please. Can you feel it is slimy? Can you feel it? Slimy because of sugar inside it. Fake one, if you soak it in water, the slices come apart because of glue inside it. That's different. That's a result after only 5 minutes, not 1 week now. Already stick together without any chemicals or anything. Keep it here 1 week. It will be stronger. After 1 week here, we dry it under the sun for 1 day. it becomes like this one with different levels of colors. First paper in the whole world taken from this idea without any chemicals and without any machines. Amazing.
ஸோ இப்போ நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிறது வந்து ஃபரோனிக் வில்லேஜ். அந்த காலத்தில் எப்படி எஜிப்சியன் வாழ்ந்தாங்கன்னு சொல்லி எங்களுக்கு காட்ட போகிறாங்க, நடித்து காண்பிக்க போகிறாங்க. அதை நாங்கள் ஒரு போட்டில் போய் அதை நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிறோம். அதே நேரத்தில் நாங்கள் முக்கியமாக பார்க்க போகிறது வந்து பேபி மோசே அவங்க இருக்கும்போது, குழந்தையாக இருக்கும்போது அதை அந்த இடத்துல கண்டுபிடிச்சி எடுக்கப்பட்ட இடத்தையும் அவங்க ஒரு ஆக்டாக அந்த ரிவரில் எங்களுக்கு ஆக்ட் பண்ணி காட்டுவாங்க. அதை தான் நாங்கள் இப்போ பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஸோ லெட்ஸ் கோ அண்ட் see that.
Linen made from the flax plant was used by the Egyptians for clothing and many other purposes. Bundles of flax stalks are pulled through a large wooden comb to remove the tops and leaves. The stalks are soaked in water for a few days to soften them and then beaten with a wooden mallet. They are then pulled through a smaller comb to separate the fibres from the outer woody covering, and the good fibres are picked out and spun into thread on a spindle. The fine linen thread is then woven into cloth on a loom. The earliest looms in Egypt were horizontal, and the upright loom was brought to this country by the Hyksos. Pottery making is one of the oldest crafts in Egypt, dating back to about 6000 BC. The clay is kneaded with water and mixed with ground potsherds or chopped straw, which helps the finished pot to dry evenly without cracking. The potter forms the pot with his fingers as he kicks the wheel round with his foot. The handles are added afterwards, and the pot is dried in the sun for a while before being fired. Now for a little Egyptian magic. This scene shows the different stages in decorating a stone wall. First of all, the surface is levelled, then smoothed and polished with a piece of hard stone. Grid lines are marked in red on the prepared surface to ensure accurate enlargements of the original drawings. The artist copies the outline onto the wall, working from the sketch made by the chief artist on a small slab of stone or a piece of papyrus. Then the sculptor carves the design in relief with his mallet and chisel. Finally, the details would be painted in colour to make the picture look as realistic as possible. This scene shows the discovery of the child Moses, whose mother had put him in a basket and floated it on the Nile to prevent him from being killed by Pharaoh's soldiers. The child was discovered by a member of Pharaoh's family and was brought up in the royal palace. Eventually, he became a prophet who led his own people, the Hebrews, out of Egypt.
God Ammon is blessing the king for his victory. On the other side of the Bible, the same scene, but instead of God Ammon, there is another God called God Horus, God of protection. And this is here, Rams Avenue. It was around 2 kilometers long, connected between Karnak Temple and another temple called Books of Temple. The ancient Egyptian people used to introduce their offerings or to get the permission to go inside the temple. I don't think that we have any offerings now, so we have to get the permission as we used to do in ancient Egypt. But in hieroglyphic language, because he doesn't speak Arabic or English, just hieroglyphic. So I will say and repeat after me, okay, as they used to do in ancient Egypt. Ankh, Uja,
Oja,
Sinib.
Sinem.
Now we can go. If you like to get pictures with him, and there is water inside, and tiny hole blue drips 1 drop of water every second. And here inside also we have 11 signs. Between every sign and the other, there is a space. If we count all these spaces, there will be 12 spaces. And they used to fill this water 2 times a day, in sunrise and sunset. So when we count these 12 spaces 2 times a day, they will be 24, which means 24 hours. This is the first clock in history, which is a water clock. How they used to know the exact time from this jar? When the water drips from down every second, 1 drop, the water decreases inside the jar. So they can count these signs till the level of the water to know the exact time. For the ancient Egyptian people, nobody can go inside here except the king and the high priest. We have here a golden statue with ram head for the god Ammon, and some carvings showing us high priest introducing the offerings for God Horus, god of protection. And outside the temple we have another amazing scene.
What's the empty room?
For King Ramses II, the founder of the temple, above the chariot, fighting against the enemies of Egypt. That was Kadesh battle. It was between the Egyptians and the Hittites. The Hittites were small tribes living in north of Syria and south of Turkey. And these conflicts continued around 15 years. At the end, King Ramses II announced that he won this war. In the same time, King Hattusili, king of Hittites, announced the same thing. We don't know actually who was victorious. Both of them made some carvings like this to show the other that he is the hero and he is the winner of this war. Anyway, after 15 years of these conflicts, they ended with the first peace treaty in history in 1285 BC. Servants saw the wife very elite. She's doing all the day and the night just to only make up and listening to the music. Even when she wants to go to the garden, she sits in a chair like this.
Life, isn't it?
That was the luxury life in ancient Egypt. She sits on a chair like this and 4 servants carry her to the garden in the same way to go back. Here, this is the room of the rich man. He has a bed made out of wood and linen, carved like this to be healthy for his backbone. Here's the backyard of the rich man's house. We have here another room for the servants, and they have beds made out of reeds to sleep. And here, this is the kitchen with no roof to let the smoke go away. They have 2 ovens, one for cooking the food, the other one for making the bread. Here, stable for horses and domestical animals. And these are silos or granaries for storing the grains, like wheat or beans or anything else. This is here the marketplace as Carrefour or hypermarket, Grand Mall, but they used to buy and sell in that time by barter system or exchanging. I give the salesman something, he gives me something back. They didn't know about the currency or money. They started to know about the currency or money in Ptolemy or Greek era, after Alexander the Great. Here, this is a poor man's house. It is just only one room for all the family to sleep. The wife here is making the wheat as flour. Then she takes the flour for making the bread. The poor man is helping his wife by making the fire. He used to use linen oil and leaves from the trees. And it takes around 50 minutes by the friction to make the fire, as we will see now. He didn't take 50 minutes because he cheated on us. He put some matches to make it quickly because he knows that you have a long program, so you don't have 50 minutes to stay here. Here we are going to see just a replica of Tutankhamun tomb. The original tomb in Luxor, south of Egypt. The most important and the most famous tomb in the ancient Egyptian history. Because this is the only tomb discovered intact, with its full treasures, and the reason for that was by accident. After they buried the king, the priests and all the people gone, and there is a rock from the mountain fall down by accident on the gate, and close the gate. So the robbers couldn't go inside to get anything. After that, there is another king called Ramses VI, built his tomb above the tomb of Tutankhamun, so it was hidden till 1922, when the British scholar Howard Carter discovered it by accident. The financial assistant for him was Lord in the British Council called Lord Carnarvon. Tutankhamun ruled Egypt when he was 9 years old, and he died when he was 19 years old. as we have seen exactly. We passed down here 16 steps. We got this corridor. Till the first chamber for the 3 beds. Then the second chamber for the folded bed and the jars. Then we go upstairs to see the coffins. Then we went downstairs here to see the last chamber and the shrines. This is Lord Carnarvon, the financial assistant of Howard Carter, the executor of the tomb. This is the photo of Dr. Hassan Ragab, the founder of the Pharaonic village.
ஓகே காய்ஸ், நாங்கள் இப்போ எல்லா இடமும் பார்த்து கொண்டு கொண்டிருக்கோம். இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் பார்க்க போகிறது வந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு ஐடியா. ஸோ இது ஆக்சுவேட்டாக கரெக்ட் இல்லை. ஏன்னாடா வந்து ஒருத்தருக்குமே இன்னும் தெரியாது எப்படி இந்த பிரமிட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கட்டப்பட்டிருக்கு, எப்படி அந்த கற்கள் கொண்டு வந்து கட்டுனாங்க, அது எப்படி அந்த அந்த என்னென்னு சொல்கிறது ப்ளூ பிரிண்ட்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் இன்னும் கிடைக்கவும் இல்லை. அதை பிளான் பண்ணது எப்படி பிளான் பண்ணி எப்படி கற்களை கொண்டு வந்து வச்சு இந்த இந்த பிரமிட்ஸை எப்படி கட்டினு ஒருத்தருக்குமே தெரியாது. பட் இந்த 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 காலத்தில் வந்து கொஞ்சம் இமேஜின் பண்ணி ஒரு விதமான இமேஜினேஷனை சேர்த்து வச்சு இந்த பிரமிட்ஸ் எல்லாம் எப்படி கட்டியிருப்பாங்கன்ட்டு ஒரு கற்பனையில் செய்து வச்சுருக்காங்க. ஸோ அந்த இடத்த தான் நாங்கள் இப்போ போய் பார்க்க போகிறோம்.
These are just images from the archaeologists. The first imagine is for the obelisk. If you know it, it's one piece of a stone like that. We call it obelisk, and then it's one block of a stone. They cut it from mountains. This is how they make it stand up. But just an idea also. The archaeologists said that maybe they were using mud ramps, and between the mud they put sand, and they put its body on the top of the sand in that time. And then to make it stand up, the workmen start to take the sand from the side, so remove it gradually, and the sand will goes down and the stone will stand up like that. This is just an idea. We called it in Arabic mastabas, that means in English bench. Under this step a big hole for the body of the king, and through the dynasties another king built for himself 2 steps, and then the other one 5 steps and 6 steps. This is called the evolution of the pyramid, the development of the shape. And we have 118 pyramid in all of Egypt till now. We have eroded ones like this, eroded pyramids. They carved it from the body and then the head and legs. And the idea, as you know, is mixed between the head of the man, or the mental power, and the physical power. Because they believe that this mix is going to protect the 3 pyramids away from the tomb proper section. In the first one, they said that maybe they were using a round ramps made of mud like a staircase to go up. And then they use this mud to go down, and then they get rid of all of this mud. This is the first idea. First step in mummification is taking all the organs out, because they wanted in that time to preserve the body, so they have to remove all the internal organs of the king.
Except the heart.
Sure, yes, because they believe that this heart is going to be weighted and the idea in the afterlife. Second step, they put the body 40 days in natural salt for dehydration to absorb the water and fats. After 40 days, the body will be like that. Will be just the skin and bones as you see. The salt sucked all the liquids actually, and then they wrapped it with denim bandage just like that. They believe that he is going to use this golden objects again in the afterlife. And they also believe that maybe bad spirits or devils enter the body through the nails and the toes. That's why they cover it with gold, believing in this gold is going to protect his body from the bad spirits.
Hi guys, now we are going to watch one of the famous Catholic church in Egypt. So let's have a look.
So this chair taking the shape of Noah's Ark, as you see, supported by 12 columns, 6 in each side, to represent the 12 apostles of Jesus. Even if you find the ceiling is out of wood to make the shape of the ark itself. Also, you can find a lot of icons. Here the 12 apostles of Jesus. And you can find scripts here written by Arabic language. We have another script written by Coptic language, which is one of the developments of the hieroglyphic language. Also, you can find the seat of the patriarch or the bishop in each church in the first course like this. 3 altars, the main one in the middle. In the back, we have the well of Jesus, the one who drank from that. Now we're going there. And beside the well of Jesus, the Holy Family, we have the chapel. That chapel containing one of the very important sites here, which is the floating Bible. 1979, one miracle happened that after the people finished the mass or the liturgy, they went outside, they found the Bible open in the river and it's floating like this. When they found it, it's in the page of Ashia, that's from Egypt, I called my son. Remember that verse? And the Bible is still wet until now. From that time, 1979, until now, it's still wet. So when you go inside the chapel, you're going to see the floating Bible and some relics belongs to a lot of martyrs at the time. And here you can see the well of the Holy Family.
يا مريم يا زرع طاهر مبرور السلام لك يا مريم يا سلمى من الشرور السلام لك يا مريم يا شفيعة.
ஸோ இப்பொழுது நாங்கள் சர்ச்சை சுற்றி பார்த்துட்டு வந்து உட்காந்துருக்கிறோம். ஏன்னா இங்கே வந்து இவங்களோட கல்ச்சரின் படி டீ டைமா. ஸோ we're gonna have tea of Egyptian style. So hopefully Indian styles because we have Indian people, Sri Lankans around. So let's enjoy our tea time.
Next on My Jesus TV Worldwide.
Hi guys, we're finally checking out from the hotel, from the Grand Pyramid Hotel. We are going to Sinai Mountain, Moseda Mountains actually. As you can see, we are going down from the Mount Sinai after 3 hours and 10 minutes exactly to be precise to go all the way to the top. Hi guys, we just finished the stairs. It was a heavy job because there was a few people at the front. They were a bit elderly people, so they were taking their bit time. So sorry for them, but I encourage them really, you know, they take really good time and have the strength to do it. We finished the stairs. Now is a zigzag road.
ஓகே, நாங்கள் இப்போ வேர்னிங் பூஷுக்கிட்ட இருக்கிற ஒரு ஒலி மரத்தை நான் பிடிச்சிருக்கிறேன். அதிலிருந்து ஒரு இலையை நான் பிச்சு கொண்டு லண்டனுக்கு கொண்டு வர போகிறேன். எனவே நீங்கள் பார்க்காததெல்லாம் நாங்கள் பார்க்குறோம். இந்த அந்த காயை சாப்பிட பயங்கர கைப்பு கைக்குது. நான் நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த ஒலிவம் பழத்தை வந்து ஆக்கள் வந்து salt, pepper எல்லாம் போட்டு வைக்கிறதால அவ்வளவு டேஸ்ட்டாக இருக்குது போல இருக்குது.
So hi friends, we are here to one of the holiest place. So this place is very important. That's what we're going to see now. Where exactly we are is Mara. That's where the Israelian traveled for 3 days without drinking any water. Then complained to Moses, asking what we're gonna drink and stuff. Said when they reached to Mara, and the water was bitter, so they couldn't drink.